Good almost Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to wait till tomorrow, but I can't wait. This is John Harris from the Eye Test, and we definitely are going to talk about this game. Like I said, I was going to wait until tomorrow, but I can't wait. I cannot wait. There's no way that I'll be able to wait. Because what you saw today, what you saw tonight, was the same thing basically that you saw week one. Same thing that you saw week one. We had them. We had them scared. We had them nervous. Kansas City could not relax. The Atlanta Falcons, even though losing this game, told Kansas City during this game and as a result of this game and how close this was, that you better look out. You better look out. You better watch out. Same thing with New Orleans. Same thing with Tampa Bay. Same thing with the entire league. Once we manage to stop shooting ourselves in the foot and get some officials that know how to call the game or have the nuts to call the game right, the Atlanta Falcons are going to be okay. I was very encouraged by what I saw in this game, but then again, I got a size 13 foot to put in somebody's ass. I definitely do. I got a size 13 foot to put in somebody's ass because this crap right here that I saw was just totally and completely ridiculous. I mean, it was stupid. I was so mad about what I saw, I couldn't even see straight. Now, let's go to the next to the last possession in the fourth quarter. Now, I have put the link up because, see, now, for those of you who don't have to go to work tomorrow, for those of you who are going in late tomorrow, you want to talk about it, you can come on. For those of you who need to go to bed, y'all go ahead and take care of it. This will be available for you to look at and judge and critique. But this was ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. This was totally ridiculous. C-Dub has decided to join us tonight.
Yeah.
This was ridiculous.
Now, it is.
That pass interference call that they didn't call on Pitts was a touchdown. The official was standing right behind the plate, and you had two judges on either side of the end zone. You had two people there, and y'all didn't call the pass interference when the man obviously didn't turn his head to look for the ball, just jumped in Pitt's chest when Pitts jumped up for the ball. Oh, is that what we doing now? And you know how, and ladies and gentlemen, do you know how I know that they know they missed it?
Mm-hmm. Tell us, John, how you know.
Possession, 3 straight pass interference or illegal contact calls. Mascara all the way. Lips gloss all over your face.
Yep.
Look like a damn NBA game. Go ahead, C-Dub.
Okay. Me and you are going to sound like twins by the end of this. First of all, I work the wrestling show, so I'm sounding a little hoarse. I'm tired, but I listen to the ball game because I can't. I know Tarico and Collins Worthless is on the call, and dear God, Collinsworth loves. Find someone that loves you like Collinsworth and Tony Romo love Patrick Mahomes. So I put it on mute so I don't have to listen to it. But John, you know, when the lineman got injured, I was like, uh-oh, because you saw the snap issues happening again. All right. And then We're making long drives. My problem is we have an offensive coordinator that's allergic to getting the ball to the mismatches. Kyle Pitts had 50 yards on a catch, and we don't try to throw to him until that play. Look, I get the refs are going to miscall, or hold on. I get when you play Kansas City, you got to play their tag team partner, the referees. But with all that said, you had two shots to go for the field goal or do what you did. You go for it. Now, look, I understand why Rob went for it the first time. All right. I would have went for the field goal because your defense was playing
Oh man.
the Chiefs. I mean, look. The only thing, if you want to get on the defense, we could get on to them about the third down plays, okay? Because third down is becoming an issue. But this is the world champions, back to back. So we went toe to toe with them. And obviously, after that first long drive, you saw our defense being able to get a breather, make some stops. So I give the defense an off on this one, all right? But Zach Robertson, you know how you said you're going to put a foot? I got a 13.5 shoe. And I will shove it up this guy's butt because your play calling. Dude, do you not? I mean, okay, even the radio station was bothering me because they're like, well, Algier, he's trying to run it up the gut. Yes, because that's his style. He's a pound of running back. Okay, he's going to hit the hole and he's going to keep going. And they're saying, well, we need Bijan to be, quick. And I'm going, no, Art, you know this. Bijan is they've shut down the outside zone. So go ahead and let him, flare Bijan on the slot then. Okay? Make a mismatch so that Algier can have one less person on him. Have Bolton follow him. Algier could have made some plays. The 4th and 1, we have a backup center, right?
Yep.
Got a backup tackle?
Yep. Yes, we do.
Quarterback with a torn Achilles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we doing a quarterback sneak? Why do we not just hand the ball off to that big guy, number 25? He's on the bench, but you could put him on the field and he could go up there. We are falling under the bad habits that we've had on the offense. This offense should be able to average 3 touchdowns. But for some reason, our offensive coordinator, who's this whiz kid that we were hearing about, learned under McVay. I personally think he didn't learn under McVay. He just kind of listened under McVay and he skipped some schools because, because something's not right. The not making adjustments or and like I said, I get the injuries. But guess what? We were still close. Me and James were talking about it. You take the points at the time. You had some long drives. And the way your defense is playing, you got to let them play. And then the other thing, John, Raheem, he was looking like a fool calling these timeouts. Because some of those timeouts, the Chiefs were trying to kill their timeouts. And it's like, it was making no sense in the 4th quarter. And like I said, man, when you look at it, you played the world champions, you had them on the ropes, you lost. But here's the thing. That's the AFC West. Next week is the NFC South. Raheem talked about running the South. You got to beat New Orleans. And then on that Thursday, you got to beat Tampa Bay. And then you get a nice little break, but you have to go to Carolina. Carolina with Andy Dalton, different team with Bryce Young instead, So, look, I believe in the Falcons. I want to give them this game, or I want to see what they do in the New Orleans game because now you got 4 games. And we're going to find out, is Zach going to rise above, or is he going to be what he is? I mean, right now, I don't want to hang him after 1 year, or 2 games or here or there, but man, I
C-Dub,
Kirk,
I'm sorry.
Kirk, yeah.
I'm sorry. I will put my foot so far up Zach Robinson behind that when they take an X-ray of his chest, they will see my foot.
I say the same thing. I say it like this. I put my foot so far out for Zach Robinson ass that my steel toe will be in his brain.
To be honest, guys, I think we all feel the same way. I'm not trying to just say, "Oh, I'll give you, I'll let you live." No, I still want to give him the backhand slap. And by the way, real quick before James talks, Arthur Blanks, I want you to contact the referees. Now, look, I know people like Taylor Swift, but look, we've got this beautiful establishment called Magic City. Offer all the lemon pepper wings they can eat and tell them they can have a wonderful Sunday evening at Magic City. But you got to take care of us first. Because I'm just telling you, I think that's better than going to a Taylor Swift concert. Because I don't know what voodoo that the Chiefs and the referees and Collinsworth and Tony Romo have for each other.
Man, I tell you. Hey, James, go ahead. It's time for you to do a little cooking.
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
Oh my! I done took some sleeping medicine. I'm not sleeping. That's how bad it is.
Hey, James, I gave you a toss up.
Shit. It's like this. And damn, I'm stuttering. I know I'm pissed off. It's like I just don't get Zach Robinson. I don't. I just said an entire broadcast that he is our Achilles heel on play calling. He just don't get it. You got a 6'5" receiver. You got a 6'6" tight end that you flex out to receiver.
Mm-hmm.
You got speed in the slots with Darnell Mooney and Ray McLeod. Running backs galore. You really got 3 running backs. You just ain't playing one of them because you're trying to save a roster spot. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna call it how it is because none of the rookies are hurt. You just trying to save a roster spot, like we discussed Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, at the end of the day, it's like the defense puts you in opportunities to win the game. You know that Bijan, even if it's 4th and inches, you know he's not that runner that just gonna go for that goddamn first down. He gonna try to dance his way to that first down. You got to put the ball in Tyler Algiel's hands. You got to put the ball in Tyler Algiel's hands on 4th and inches because even if he gets a yard or 2, what Tyler Algiel is known for? Falling forward.
Yep.
He's gonna fall for it every time. Can nobody hit him straight up? And I just don't understand the offense. Feeding Bijan. Don't get me wrong. He does this thing. He's a very good running back. But at hand, you have to, when it comes to those situations by itself, you got to put the ball in TA. TA to do 5 hands. As far as the play calling for the whole game goes, I was very disgusted on offensive side, defensive side. Jimmy Lake, he has to do better with cutting it underneath off because I know he was playing it safe due to the simple fact he didn't want no deep ball to go.
Yeah.
To go, the head with the speed that they got. So I completely understand that, but you got to set up a scheme to cut the underneath off. You got to, because they was killing us on the underneath on the underneath routes. God damn, let me calm down. The underneath routes.
You got this, brother.
Man,
we got you.
I understand. Hey, James, boy, and see what's gonna send me over the edge. What's gonna send me over the edge? If those referees come back with their 2-minute report and or the league office says that there should have been a pass interference called on Pitts in the end zone, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna damn lose it because everybody that's all they talking about everywhere else. That's all they talking about everywhere else. There was an obvious pass interference call on Pitts. The man ain't even looked back. He had tackled Pitts in the air before the ball even got there, and the ball busted him in the back of the head. And ain't nobody said nothing about it. Now, to your point, to what you were saying about this play call, 4th and 1. All right, once a damn again, 4th and 1. Now, the Atlanta Falcons have not had 2 backs in the backfield at the same time, two halfbacks in the backfield at the same time since when? It had to be in Bobby Petrino, probably between Bobby Petrino and Mike Smith. Possibly.
I think Kyle Shanahan probably did that.
Who?
I think Shanahan did that a couple of times.
Yeah, Shanahan. But my thing is that you are missing 2 offensive linemen, 2 starting offensive linemen, and you are going to run a speed sweep to the left on a 4th and 1. Where is my offense? Now, everybody who tuned into the eye test last week, I told y'all that we need a fullback, as well as on Tidy's Waffle House show.
Yeah,
you need a fullback or you need an offensive lineman in that backfield to serve as a fullback and run mano a mano up the street, because someone was pointing it out on the post-game show on 92.9 that this wide zone blocking scheme is you can't do mano a mano. You try to catch people off on angles and stuff like that while they're running straight up Peachtree Street at you instead of knocking the snot out of them going forward. This blocking scheme, I hate it. Tonight, that was it for me, because the thing is that it's easier to teach a person to go north and south than to go northwest and southeast. It's just ridiculous. Now, Red, go ahead, Red. Go ahead, Red.
Go ahead, Red.
Yeah, fellas, how you doing? I'm just I'm just listening. Like, I'm so disappointed, man. I was like, and I think John, you probably brought this up before. I mean, we had 2 chances. We had 2 chances to get this done.
Yeah,
and we just can't keep letting the defense down like this, man. The defense played a commendable, solid game. They gave us opportunities to win this game. I mean, look, and I'm with you. They should have called that play. I'm not that. I guess I'm not that upset for the no call, even though, they should have called no call. You got to get.
Well, see, hey, now, Red, I'm gonna say this: if you had called that pass interference call 1st and goal,
we win the game.
You score that touchdown, game is won. Is won. Okay, but the defense bowed their neck again and got you the ball back. Okay, now see the thing.
Right.
See,
no. Yeah, I think that was on the last drive, because I think that was on that 4th and inches. That was the play right before the 4th and inches. The play right before we had bought 2 running backs.
No. That was
it wasn't. It wasn't.
No.
The play with the
we
the
kicked
play
the
you're talking
field
about.
goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
See, we kicked
we
the field goal because we couldn't get the touchdown.
Okay, yeah, that's right. So we would have scored a touchdown on that play. Yeah.
Touchdown, game over.
Yeah.
Touchdown. For
That's
all
right,
practical
'cause
purposes.
they went 3 and out the next time they got the ball.
Yeah. We stopped them.
Yeah. I mean,
but go ahead, Red. I'm sorry. I just had to point that out.
No, you good. Hey man, you good. You good. I mean, like I say, I'm
John, this is your show.
Oh no, I don't never want to cut nobody off while they cooking. No. I just
I'm as disgusted as everybody else, man. Because like I said, I just don't like. I can understand we were getting totally dominated the game, and we just didn't have no chance. I probably already be high as hell right now. But no, man, we was in this game. This game was right in our hands, right there on the goal, right there on the goal line.
Exactly.
Hey, Red. Now think about this. After that non-call in the end zone with Pitts, they called 3 straight pass interference calls in our favor. They knew they messed up.
They gave us makeup calls.
That's probably why.
That's right.
Didn't I say that, Chris?
Because
you did, James.
They were giving us some calls. I was like, okay, they trying to make up.
Yeah.
Falcons, they trying to give us a chance. They give us one more chance to get it done. And man, I am telling you, Tidy going crazy on his page about it, and I'm about to unleash too. Them God dog on screens. I am sick of them. I hate them. I hate that play. I hate when you hike the ball and throw it to the left or throw it to the right. You don't score touchdowns going to the left. You don't score touchdowns going to the right. You score touchdowns
to the back here,
going north. You hear me? North. Climb the wall. Take the ball and go up. Not back. Not left. Not right. Up. You understand? Up the field. Not across the field. Not around the field. Not behind the field. Up the fucking field. You stupid joke of an OC. Sorry, y'all. But man, I am getting so sick of screenplays. I hate them when UGA do them, and I hate them when my Falcons do them. They don't do anything. They don't work. 10 screenplays, 1 out of 10 screenplays will probably work with us. And that's 10%, which means take that shit out the fucking playbook.
Let me say this.
James, I swear he sounds like you.
Yeah, let me say this right quick. When you doing screenplays,
yeah.
When you doing screenplay, I'm sorry, y'all. When you doing screenplays, you got to do it with your big body receivers. The way Zach runs those screenplays, with Moon in them, is he set it up with Ray McLeod now. Ray McLeod is the same size as Moody. What the fuck he gonna block?
David, I'm trying to keep my throat.
Hey, James, we be so lucky that Mooney don't be fumbling the dog. I swear. It's about 3 or 4 times I thought Mooney was gonna fumble one of them damn things, man.
I thought you was one of those.
I thought Kurt was gonna fumble some of the stuff the way he was getting the ball. The one that Bijan got that like fumbled out of Cousins' hands and went into Bijan's hands. I was like, whoa, what the heck?
Man, that was fortunate. Hey, we got somebody new in here.
Yeah. Who we got?
Was it T6, is it?
Yes, sir.
What's
up,
going
brother? On, man? Welcome to the eye test, boss.
I was having a good day, man. I promise you, I was having a good day. I was having a good damn day. You can't make this shit up. Like, why? You ran it earlier. Yeah, you got a touchdown, but if you get in that same formation, you don't think the Chiefs defense gonna see it coming again? Bolton literally read that play. He knew what was coming. That's why he shot through that gap so fast. He knew that's what they was finna do.
Why no one picked him up?
Why not at least do a play action or do a pass? Kirk Cousins was still dotting it to Drake London. Drake London was still getting open with the pass.
Right. Why we stop passing? God, the run
outside zone
was
wasn't
not
working
working
none.
today.
None at all.
Run wasn't working today at all. We should have been throwing. We should have been. This should have been Kirk Cousins versus Pat Mahomes. Drake was getting eaten. I mean, like I say,
Exactly.
the off of the OC, it's like he don't
Pitts,
get the feel.
and
It's
even
like the
Pitts was
fans get the
getting
feel of the
open on
game
some
more than the
plays.
OC do.
Pitts was getting open on some plays. Kurt missed them. Like
And by the
keep
way,
trying to throw the ball. Why
yeah.
are they trying to do this outside zone shit?
And I told
Man,
y'all on
I
4th and
hate that.
4th and inches, don't put the ball. Dog, we just did. I swear, did we just do this? Yeah, John, we were talking about this on the last game. 4th and 1, 4th and inches. Don't put it in Bijan's hand. I know Tyler got stopped the last time, but still, if he's gonna run, give it back to him.
Hey, fellas.
To Tyler.
Hey, fellas, what's going on, man?
Who we got?
That's Ryan.
Y'all better stop sneaking up in here with no pill. We don't even know who all these folks are.
Yeah.
I know. Who that?
That's Ryan. And Ryan got to go to work in the morning.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Hold up. You know what? I'm gonna help you out. Because I'm up here. I had to slide into the studio. So I'm gonna tell you just like this here. Common sense ain't so common, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
And when I say common sense ain't so common, football is a very simple game. It's nothing complex about it. You got,
I know.
I'll say this. When you have a 4th and inches, Kirk Cousins should be able to get that with a push. Real talk. If you're not going to run it with Kirk Cousins, here's my thing. And if you're not going to run it with Kirk Cousins, if you're going to run the ball, you don't run a stretch play with a defense like Kansas City.
Right. Because you got to go around. 4th and inches, you right there.
Here's the thing. That team runs sideline to sideline, east and west. If you notice when we threw the screen to Darnell Mooney, you saw how quick those DBs closed on him. You saw when they threw the Bijan in the flat, those DBs closed on him. Here's Zach Robinson's problem. Now, a lot of people are going to get mad at me. I'm going to say this here. A lot of people, now I got the benediction coming up tomorrow, but I give you this. A lot of people are going to be mad at me for saying this, but I don't give a fuck tonight. Excuse my French, but that's where I'm at with it.
You good. It's the eye test.
I've been cussing too, so you good.
All I'm going to say is this. When you have a running back like Tyler Algier, you give him the ball. Tyler Algier on that drive was in a groove. You don't take the ball out of his hand when he's rolling. You don't do that. They were tired from chasing Bijan earlier. Guess what?
Yeah.
Now and here's the thing: when you have a 4th and inches, you lean on that guy. Now we got a bad spot. Now I'm not gonna sit there and say that because he really got the first down with second effort.
Right, he did. Yeah. With that second effort.
But here's the thing: I'm not gonna make excuses because again, you're gonna have games like this where the refs are gonna do what they do. Guess what? You have to execute better. That's what you have to do. You can't make excuses because of missed calls. I'm sorry. We got down in the red zone a couple of times and we didn't capitalize. Period.
Yep.
And that after that, my thing is this: after that pass interference call, a lot of people would have booed me, but I would have kicked a field goal because I'm like, okay, I'm trusting my defense because my defense has kept Kansas City under their usual total.
Yeah.
And when you look at how we moved the ball down the field and those penalties, guess what we would have won by? We'd have won by a field goal. Cool would have put it away. Yeah. So for me, I'm going to say this. Raheem Morris, you have to understand that I know you want to give your young offensive coordinator a chance, but you've been an OC already. You've been a defensive coordinator. And that situation is you being the head coach. This is when you step in and say, hey, man, we're going to run this damn ball. We're not going to run east-west. We're going to run north and south. If we don't get it, we don't get it. But in that situation, you have to understand that you got to get points. You're playing against an Andy Reid type of team that has definitely been in dog fights with everybody. Not just these 3 games, but they've been in dog fights. So when you're playing a team that's experienced,
You have to take points every time you get an opportunity to, because points add up. Even if we don't like field goals, they add up at the end of ball games. So I'm not mad with my defense. My defense did what they were supposed to do today. I'm sorry. We did what we were supposed to do because
all 3 weeks.
Because Kansas City we only gave up 2 touchdowns tonight. Everything else was field goals. I'm not mad at my defense. We're averaging 17 points a game that we're giving up. Really, if you take away the touchdown from the night that Juju Smith-Schuster gets in because it was a busted play, let's be real. Kansas City only scores 1, and that was in the first half. Our defense gave up 1 touchdown per half.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't do that with a Kansas City offense, and we neutralized Mahomes, and we neutralized Kelsey. So I'll say this: it's disappointing to lose the game the way that we did.
His name tonight, except for when he
But
dropped
here's
that
my
pass.
thing:
all
to be forgotten when we beat New Orleans next week.
Thank you.
On to the next.
Yeah, right.
So I'm not gonna take too much more of y'all time
all
tonight.
will be forgotten when we go on this 3-game winning streak.
I got one thing I want to say before I get off of here. I'll say this: the Falcons have to go back to the drawing board. And Zach Robinson has to look at himself in the mirror and understand. Stop trying to be a boy genius. Stop trying to be a boy wonder. And I know this is your first time. You were a quarterback in the NFL, even though you were a backup. You understand situations better than your head coach because you were a quarterback. You were on the sideline. You got to watch. So at the same time, you have to apply and you have to matriculate. Yeah, you're a young OC, but you're gonna have to use common sense. You might have to do stuff that might seem boring and it might piss you off, but if it's working, you're gonna win ball games with what works. And for all y'all fans out here that want to talk about Bijan, y'all want to hate on Bijan and this here, man, fuck the hell with all that. I'm gonna tell you like this: Bijan is a splash player. He'll make plays, but he is not a guy that I trust with grinding it out, with making stuff happen when it's crucial. Because we've had 4 examples, twice last year and twice this year. When you put him in a situation where it's clutch, he's folded. Now everybody want to blame the offensive line and Algier didn't block. No, let's call a spade a spade. Jake Matthews missed that block on that 4th down. If you want to talk about it, why do you think Jake Matthews was cussing on the sideline? It wasn't Tyler Algier. Algier's man was supposed to be the next at the second level.
Supposed to be the second level once you pass the line of scrimmage.
Thank you. Bolton was Jake Matthews' guy. That wasn't Algier's guy. Now, if y'all want to sit here and blame Algier, go right ahead because that shows lack of intelligence.
No. Ryan, before you leave, I want to let you know this, okay? So in the broadcast, I found this very interesting because they were talking about the timeout that Rod took because Wes told Archer, he's like, well, I don't understand why. I would keep Algier. And Archer, of all people who will, go to bat for every Falcon, he's like, well, Algier wants to go forward too much and doesn't want to rely on he wants to make his own hole when he just needs to go through the hole that is there, and he's not doing it. And he kept on. Yes, I swear to God, I heard this. I'm going, did I just hear this right? Because I'm going, Algier should be in the play. Or because because even Wes said, this has got to be going to Algier. It's only inches. It does, he could go this. He's like, and when he said that, I'm like, all right, I got to ask the guys because I've never heard someone be.
That's stupid.
Thank you. Because I'm going. Hold on. Stupid. Because he's your power back. Go ahead.
Why do you think Dave Archer was a garbage ass quarterback in the NFL?
That's stupid.
Well, hold on, Ryan. It's not like I valued the man's opinion. I actually know that. I'm with you.
Yeah. But see that. But see that just sealed it. That just sealed it. Because the thing is, and every now and then, all of these announcers make stupid statements and stupid calls all the freaking time. Because if that isn't the most asinine thing I've heard this year, I don't know what is.
Mike Tirico was cheering.
Totally asinine.
Let me tell you, Mike Tirico was cheering for the Chiefs like he cheers for Notre Dame on Saturdays.
Yes, he was.
See, I couldn't hear. I was at the bar, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
John, he was cheering for them. I'm gonna tell you this: you know it's bad when Chris Collinsworth sides with the Falcons. You know it's bad. Chris Collinsworth even said there were 2 pass interferences missed. Chris Collinsworth said that face mask that Ray McLeod had was missed.
Yeah.
It's bad when you got Collinsworth saying that.
Yeah, because he
that would have been a
over his guy.
touchdown. That would have been a touchdown. That face mask had him stumbling out of bounds, if I'm remembering the same play.
Yes,
that
it did.
face mask was the thing that had him stumbling out of bounds. And there was a lady at the bar. Oh, he need to take ballet lesson. No, the damn man need to keep his hands off his face mask.
John, that would have been a walk-in 6 if that face mask was not touched. That he was just desperate at that point because he knew that Ray McLeod was gone.
Yeah, he was gone. But see, the thing that burns me up. See, you can't recover from an obvious pass interference call, that one on Pitts in the end zone, where you got an official that's standing right there watching it and not throwing the flag. Now, see, I would have got an additional 15 yards because I'd have been in that man's face. I would have been in that man's face.
John, he swallowed his flag that play.
I mean, that mess don't make no sense.
And then it gets better. Look at the second play that Drake London had. Drake got pushed down.
Yeah, it was back-to-back. It was back-to-back pass interference.
It was back-to-back PIs on that, John.
Yeah.
Drake was beat. I'm sorry, Drake had that dude beat. So, again, the middle of the field was soft. All I'm going to say is this here. Fellas, we got a shot to take the division because we got 3 straight games. If we win all 3 of these games, we got a shot to sit pretty and outside of sitting pretty with this division because we're good enough to do it. I'm not saying this because it's being a fan, but it's just from what I see, if you get the ball in Kirk's hands and Kirk ain't got to think, Kirk is deadly.
Oh, yes.
Kirk didn't have to think tonight.
Yeah.
Kirk didn't have to think tonight, John. And here's the scary part. Darnell Mooney is starting to become that number 1 receiver.
Yep.
Mooney is becoming that number 1 now. And this is the guy that was at Tulane years ago when I watched him in college, and I said he was a bad boy. He went to Chicago, which was a wasteland, and damn near messed up his career. He comes to Atlanta. He's got a no disrespect to Justin Fields, but he's got a real quarterback that gets him the ball and puts it in a position to where he can make plays. All I'm gonna say is this, fellas. We get in a position to get this, and I said, and John, you can attest to this. I said this passing game will be humming by week 6 or 7.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah,
I said that passing game will be humming. So now that you see guys are getting comfortable, all I'm gonna say is sit back, boys. We gonna have a hell of a ride getting to the playoffs. We going this year. It's just all we gotta do is get in. Once we get in, it's all about who shows up. I believe in the squad. The defense pretty much is the strength of this team, and pretty much the running game. Those are the 2 strengths. If we can continue to figure out how to use both of these backs and feed Algier more than 5 or 6 carries a game and start to wear them out, we got a shot. Because that play that they lined up, that first touchdown we had. But let's be real, fellas. The first touchdown we had, when you line Bijan up as a wide receiver and you had Drake there, beautiful play call.
Yeah,
play call. And I'll say this. You need to start running more drag plays across the middle with Pitts and London because you got those big bodies right there. Guess what? Those safeties are going to cheat, and that's when you let Darnell Mooney and Ray McLeod go over the top.
There you go.
Hey, Ryan, they need to run my drag and go play.
Yeah, I've seen that play.
But I'll be honest with you, though. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna kill us next week if we don't do this. And I saw this with the New Orleans game. I don't know if y'all saw this at the end when they ran this play. When Dallas Goedert ran that drag across the middle, they had that boy Dotson coming across the middle, and it crossed them up because Dotson was the speed guy, and Hurts knew that Lattimore and those boys were gonna try to go after the faster guy. Guess what? popped it to Goddard, and Goddard took off for 60-some yards.
Yep.
We need to find a way to implement. We need to find a way to implement that play against that cover 2 defense because they're not good at stopping crossing routes, and they were getting killed with that this week. So
we've got to start using Kyle Pitts as more of a weapon because he could be that mismatch like with Goddard because Goddard did that to their linebackers. I don't see why Pitts can't do it to theirs.
Oh man, Goddard had 170 yards receiving
on 10 catches.
Yeah, yeah, man, Goddard was killing them.
So y'all more than welcome to stop by on the benediction tomorrow, man. I appreciate y'all letting me come in. Hey,
no problem, brother.
I'm gonna see you Sunday, John. I'm gonna see you Sunday, bro. Because see, you getting we gonna cut up Sunday at the party. We gonna cut up Sunday at the party, bro. So
I wish I'd go.
I know. But we gonna cut up. That's all I'm gonna say, man. So y'all check it out tomorrow, man. I appreciate y'all having me on.
All right, man.
All right,
get you some rest, cause you're headed for a world of mess tomorrow.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, look, they can't really say that to me because guess what? We beat them, so they can't talk to me. I'm fine.
Yeah.
And they beat the Saints.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got to tell us how it was. You got to tell us how it was when you went back.
Hold on. If anything, all he's going to do is tell everyone, thank you for doing us a favor.
Because pretty much them beating the Saints and us losing helps us out, and the Bucks losing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man,
I can't believe the Broncos beat them.
That would have been a 3-way tie.
Woo. I can't believe the Broncos beat them.
Hurts Moto, John.
We don't need a 3-way tie. All we need to do is handle business like Red was saying for the next 3 weeks, going this 3-week winning streak. Guess what?
Oh, yeah. Those are the head-up matchups. Yeah. No head-up matchups.
Have a good one, fellas.
See you there, Ron.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bring that edge.
And I got to say this. This. Kirk Cousins is holding that damn ball too long. He's standing back there.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's standing back there making biscuits just like Matt Ryan was. standing up there, pity patting, just patting. Come on. And the thing was, if now y'all tell me if I'm right or wrong. That first drive, that ball was leaving his hand. He was getting rid of that ball, that first drive, bam, 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 before they could even react. And I thought they were going to continue to do it, but they slowed down. He started shopping. He started looking. He started shopping. I mean, and then he started throwing sidearm. Man, boy.
And
I would have.
Go ahead, John.
Man, go, y'all go ahead, man.
And the play that got me was when Cousins, when he caught himself trying to scramble, and then he just fall. Man, I said, what the hell was that? And then he had a wide open. I don't know who it was going across the middle. I think it was Pitts.
Ray.
He had a wide open Pitts right there. All he had to do was look up. Pitts was wide open in the middle of the field. Matter of fact, Pitts was wide open multiple times this game, and they missed.
He was wide open on that interception he threw too. He was wide open.
The interception he got hit too. Also, when he threw the ball.
Yeah, but I'm saying, had he not got hit, that
I
probably
knew that was an interception when that ball came out like a duck.
And the thing that got, I'm trying to think, was that the play I'm getting ready to talk about? No. When he got tripped up, he had open field in front of him where all he had to do was run 1 damn yard and fall, and he would have had the first down.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, John. That play.
Okay.
Yeah, he could have either ran or either looked up and saw Pitts wide open.
See that what I'm saying? So he staring at that. Tell me that you staring. You staring at folk.
Hey Tay,
I put in the chat. I put in the chat, get Matt Ryan out of there because that's exactly who he reminded me of.
That's your hero.
That was a Matt Ryan play right there.
I said, good grief, man. you got to look around because Kirk Cousins, he gritted teeth, and then fly the ball in there, staring at one damn man. And see, this offense now, gentlemen, I got to say this. I don't care how long Kirk Cousins or any quarterback has been in the league. If a coach see you doing some stuff like that, ain't no damn respect you supposed to have for that man. You supposed to hang a foot in that joker's ass for doing something like that. You supposed to get it.
What happened, John? Like what play?
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I keep going back to. The first snaps that he was getting with Newsel, he was ready to turn the ball over. And you know how they say, oh, yeah, they work out with everybody. He works out with this guy. He works out with that guy. I'm like, no, not really. Because the way he couldn't really feel it, I was waiting for him to have a baseball glove to try to field all the different snaps he was getting from Newsel. But, like I said, he did not feel comfortable behind that pocket. Now, with all that said, they still had those drives, and they had chances to win this game.
Yeah.
So multiple
chances.
And then the crazy thing about it, after the no call with Pitts, the next drive, the refs gave us what, like 4 flags on the Chiefs? When the refs
I don't know how, I swear.
See, those were makeup calls.
Down the field. The refs was marching us down the field.
Those were makeup calls. That's like all those things were.
Back makeup calls. Usually it's just one makeup call. They gave us 3 to 4.
Those were makeup calls.
We can't really be mad. We can't really be mad at the refs this game. We got to be mad at the we need to be more mad.
Well,
at the
hold on. Going to this game, you always have to do this. You're going to go you're going against the team. 1-on-1, it's the team. But then when it's the Chiefs, you're going against the Chiefs and the refs because they are everything. Yeah, exactly. But I do understand where people are mad about the missed calls because those calls were huge. All right, let's not skirt about that. Those calls were huge.
The thing about that C-Dub is look, next week there are gonna be some missed calls. But the thing about
I'm with you.
The missed calls that they had in this game, we still could have overcome them. They weren't missed to where, oh man, that cost us the game right now. No,
that decides the game. Yeah,
plenty of chances to win this game. Plenty of chances.
Well, I see. The reason why I got to disagree is that I got to disagree with this because of the fact that you didn't miss this call. You didn't make that call in the end zone. That was 6 points. That was 6 points, or at least a 1st and goal on the 1. Because if you call that pass interference call, you call that pass interference call, it's 1st and goal on the 1, and you get 4 more cracks at it. You get 4 more cracks at it. See, that's why those pass interference calls in the end zone are more important than the ones out there on the field. Because you may not be anywhere, you may be 10, 15, 20 yards away from the goal line. But this was in the end zone. There was no doubt about it. And then you seal it and validate our anger at the call by making 3 pass interference calls in a row that you saw them. Okay. You saw all those 3 pass interference calls, but you didn't see that blatant pass interference call in the goal line because you tackled Kyle Pitts. You tackled him. You hit it.
And that's why you gotta take advantage of these the 3 they gave us the next time. You gotta take advantage of them. Because you weren't supposed to get those makeup. How many times they give makeup calls to folks playing the Chiefs?
Red. And see, that's another thing. You got to put your defense back out on the field. They got to stop the Chiefs again. Okay,
and they did.
That are a Chief team that already has the lead. All right. And then you got to go march back down the field again when you didn't even have to, because of the fact that you let a pass interference call go, and then you make it up knowing you did it by giving 3 straight more questionable pass interference calls, because those 3 calls that they called when we got the ball last, those were nowhere near as solid as that pass interference call in the end zone.
Right.
No way.
Exactly. I said the
that
same
was
thing.
ridiculous.
I
I
said they
agree,
ain't throw the
John,
flag
and
in the
that's
end
why
zone,
we
but they
got to
throwing the
take.
flag for ones that's not even no pass interference.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They throwing the one Ray
That's
Ray
why you got
McCloud.
to take advantage of those,
Oh,
and that's why
now see,
the execution was poor on that drive right there. It wasn't the ref, it was the
Exactly.
execution.
Now, Red, I agree with you because of the fact that the defense bowed their neck and stopped them to where we could get the ball back. They did bow their neck and stop them where we could get the ball back. Okay, but man, it's just ridiculous. And hey, I want to welcome in.
Hold on, Red.
Oh,
hold on.
I want to welcome in one of the what we talk Hawks folk.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was trying to figure out who you were.
That I always be messing with that allow me to talk sometimes. And there's old RJC. What's going on, bro?
Man, what's going on, fellas? Man, I just wanted to say, man, y'all been making some hell of good points, but I want to say this, man. That offensive play calling was horrible today, man.
Yeah,
oh God,
man. Was I the only one that realized that Kansas City wasn't giving us nothing on the outside, and he kept running that ball to the outside?
Right. He kept doing it.
I asked myself, why was Tyler Algier not getting more carries when he was clearly, just in this game, he seemed like the best running back for this game. He seemed like the best back for the game, but we kept going away from him, and we kept trying to use Robinson. And I'm like, come on, and I like Robinson, but in this game, Tyler Algier should have been wearing that defense out, because every time he touched it, he was killing them.
I don't like Robinson. You want to do a damn thing.
The rest were horrible, but man, that play calling, that offensive coordinator got to get under the blade for this one, man. Blade for this one, man.
100%.
Raheem, I don't know what he was doing when he was calling the timeout. The same time Andy Reid was calling the timeout. Like,
yeah, what was that about? Like,
I'm sitting up here like, dude, you got the chips. You don't need to call a timeout. The clock is on your side. You don't need to call the timeout. But I guess I don't know. I guess the internal clock was running in his head or something. But man, it was god awful, man. The play calling was just god awful for me, man. And I don't know if I really believe in Kyle Pitts. I really don't. I don't know if it's just bad play calling or if he's just a bust. I really don't know, man. It's hard to say. But one thing I will say, man, and I'm going to end with this: why our offense don't have no type of movement, man? Where like you were scheming guys open. Like when I watch other teams play, the wide receivers are run across the side, the tight ends move. We don't do a lot of movement in our offense.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of motion. I know. I see what you're saying.
And for me, because we're not doing a lot of motion, I think it's difficult for us to scheme our playmakers open. Man, what y'all think about that?
I've been saying that too about the motion.
Yeah. Now, that's a combination of the quarterback and the offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's both of them because the offensive coordinator, okay, now they do use motion, but it's usually running back, not tight end. Right. It's always running backs that they move in motion, or possibly a wide receiver. Because see, I saw one wide receiver turn, run 2 yards to the side, and then turn around and come back.
Mm-hmm.
To the same spot. What was that for? Because nobody in the defense reacted to it.
Right.
No. So, I know exactly what you're talking about, John. Nobody followed him or anything. Nobody.
Nobody reacted to it.
I think that was Ray McCloud too.
Yeah.
But when we on defense, we be following man all over the damn.
Oh yeah, man. It's just like, hey, it's just like they got a magnet on my man. Our man can't help but go on over there where he going.
And man, and I'm gonna say this, man. I don't know. I guess that must be a veteran quarterback thing, because I notice a lot of veteran quarterbacks don't like having a lot of motion. I guess I don't get it though. I really don't get it, because that's the best way to scheme your playmakers open is by having motion on your offense. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, not just. I mean, my thing is, it's not having motion. It's why is Pitts not in motion? Why is not Drake London in motion? Why are we not getting the guys who are the top 10 draft picks that we went and got? Yeah, and why are we not getting them open? Kirk Cousins in his career always links up well with the tight end, no matter where he goes. Washington. He did that. In Minnesota, he did that. Okay? You would think he would link up with Pitts. That is why I'm like, we've got to have a game where Pitts gets going.
Well, now, to be honest, C-Dub, he was trying tonight. He offensive line didn't work with him a little bit.
I agree too.
Yeah, because I can say, because just to piggyback off of you a little bit, C-Dub.
Go ahead, buddy.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but I think Pitts was in motion only like once or twice this whole game. He went into motion. And then
he was open a lot too, though.
Cause see now, all right, now I'm gonna ask this question about what y'all talking about. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I thought that motion will tell the quarterback whether they're in zone or in
man. Yeah, exactly.
Depending upon how they react to it. Now, unless y'all so sedated that y'all don't need to know that, and your play gonna work anyway.
Right.
What's the problem?
And see, and John, I'm glad you brought that up, because Aaron Rodgers had talked about this in one of his things. He said he doesn't like motion on his offense because he likes to line up and just see the defense that way. And I said, man, you just line up and just look and see the defense.
But okay, now RJ, to be fair, that's a bad man.
Come on, Nick, please. He's old, man. I don't want to hear it. No.
That's a bad man.
He used to be a bad man. Now he plays like a bad man. Plays like a bad player. How about that? Bad player.
But see, I mean, with his arm, and I'm just gonna say this: with his arm, his range, his arm, and his mobility, he can make gasoline out of goat piss a lot of times. Okay, so he may not need that. You know that's what I'm saying.
Get that from?
That's what I'm saying. But hey, C-Dub, y'all might be right. You know, y'all might be right. But there's one more thing. There's one more thing I want to talk about that really grinds my gears. I'm gonna be like Peter Griffin right now. It really grinds my gears. Why, on God's green earth, you run Bijan up the middle, but you pitch the ball out to LG on the side? Why y'all do that?
That was crazy. That was crazy.
That was crap. That was crap.
Why y'all do that? Oh, man, I said, what the hell are y'all doing?
John,
you know what? To make a heel even bigger, they were getting killed running that play all game. I don't know if y'all saw it, but man, every time the offensive coordinator would call, I said, there it go. There it go. And it got blew up. It was blown up every single time. And I was just like, we're killing them up the middle. We're killing them. They couldn't stop us coming up the middle. That's where my boy Algier was killing them at. They hey, man, go to the outside.
Yeah,
go to the outside. And every time they did it, it was blown up. Just because it worked in Philly, did not mean you were going to bring the same game. Because guess what? Kansas City watched the same tape. They said, man, they are killing Philly on the outside. We need to make sure we defend that. And that's exactly what Kansas City did.
Exactly.
That's
side to side.
They watched the game film.
Them boys were sideline to sideline. That's why, and And that's what makes the 4th and inches so much more frustrating. You running they in the same formation they called earlier where Bijan scored. You don't think they anticipating that you finna run the same play? You just ran it early and scored.
Exactly.
We going against Andy Reid and the defensive coordinator. You don't think they finna adjust to that?
Man, I just and see, this is something that we discussed. I think it was the eye test, and I think I talked about it Friday night. When you are the Super Bowl champion, you're playing against a Super Bowl defense, which is playing against a Super Bowl offense. Okay.
Yep.
They like C-Dub said, they seen it all. They played Philly before. Yeah. Okay. They played Philly before. Biggest offensive line, biggest defensive line in football. They played Philly before. They played Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl. Okay. They played San Francisco in the Super Bowl. All right. Now they played these people before. That defensive coordinator on that other side over there has seen a whole bunch of football. All right. Now, if you offensive coordinator who ain't seen a lot of football, okay, you see that this is not going to work. Because see, there's some things that you're supposed to see in game film that you say, hey, we can try this one time. This is not going to work. Okay. If we get away with it, we get away with it. All right. But there are some things and some plays that you're supposed to see that you recognize right off that you can't get away with. All right. And with Kansas City, for to you guys' point, Kansas City with those fast linebackers and defensive linemen that can move, you can't get away with that because see, guess what? They go against Patrick Mahomes and Pacheco in practice, who do the same things.
Exactly.
In practice.
So how in the world Falcons, how you gonna get away with it, especially with two missing starting offensive line?
And
I wouldn't even try that.
I'm glad you said that too.
And John, and with that being said, man, you getting ready to go into next week going against, and as we all know, man, this is hate week. You getting ready to go into next week. You're gonna have to contend with the same thing that beat you last week: scoring, running the football, throwing it downfield. My thing is, how in the world, if you didn't stop it this week, you got to go back, and you're going to be down 2 starting offensive linemen. Yeah. Now you got to go back and play that same style, man. It's just, man, I don't know, man. I know everybody kept saying, "Oh, give them 3 games because it's preseason." This is quote unquote supposed to be the preseason, man. I don't believe in none of that, man. They should have been playing in the preseason. That's why they look like this. This is exactly why the Falcons look the way they look. They should have been playing.
We talked about that a lot. Yeah.
Don't even get me started on that. New head coaching staff, new quarterback, nobody playing in the preseason.
And it's a new system.
Yeah, they took this way too lightly, man. They made it seem like everything in practice was good to go.
Under the Raheem administration, it's going to be that way forever.
Yeah, and that's a shame, man, because you got teams that are more talented than you are, but yet you decide not to play your guys. And I think by us not playing, by the coaching staff not playing their guys, this is the results we're seeing. This is the results right here: undisciplined, bad penalties, And now we're gonna be, and like I said, we are down 2 of our 2 starting offensive linemen, man. That's gonna be tough going up against New Orleans. Talking about what's that boy that kills us all the time on New Orleans' D line?
Taysom Hill. Jordan. Cameron Jordan. I'm sorry. I thought he was talking about the offense.
That boy kills us every time we freaking play him, man. Every time. Now we down 2 of our top guys. Man, I I feel bad for our defense, man. I really do, because they did it. The defense literally stepped up, man. They gave you a play. They said, hey, man, go down there and win it. And the offense just pissed it away. They pissed it away, man.
Yeah.
And just to follow up on you on that, the defense gave us multiple chances. We being real, you know, like they started off slow, but as Jimmy Lake, honestly, to be honest, this is just my opinion. I think Jimmy Lake called a good game. I think he called.
Oh man, your defensive coordinator. Oh yeah.
He called a good damn game.
I mean, look, you held the world champions to 22 points.
Exactly. And then on top of that, we wasn't even really getting no type of pass rush. Yeah, we was getting pressure here and there, but we wasn't getting the Mahomes. Mahomes was able to just sit back there, bake a cake. He was able to move out the pocket. Nobody in his face. Barely had any quarterback spies on him. And we still able to give the offense a chance to try to do something.
And you know what? Ray Ellison put the perfect line down there. The Falcons did not play the clock at all. We didn't play the clock at all down
Jesus.
Game, man. And that's coaching. That's coaching.
Yeah. Coach has to learn that.
Oh boy. That's coaching.
James is back, by the way.
Oh, okay. Hey.
What's up, James?
What's going on? I'm eating some cookies. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Hey, James.
What's up?
Tidy's got a guest coming on over there. So what we gonna do? We gonna shut down and raid him.
All right.
That's fine.
Let's do it.
We gonna shut our live down and raid him. And I want to thank everybody that's come in, because we've been on an hour. I just want to thank everybody that came in. Hey, RJ, you come on back, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, hey man, I'm gonna be back
anytime, RJ.
Hey, you know, it took me a while to actually find this page, man. I was looking for it. They kept giving me like vision stuff, man. I was like, what page is?
I've done that too, man. You just got to find the kid with the eye test. Yeah, I know. I've done that so much. Yeah. And by the way,
Tay6, you come back too now, boss. Now we gonna be back on Wednesday night. We're gonna be back on Wednesday night, 10 o'clock for our regular show. But this is a get it off your chest Monday. An overreaction Monday. So that's what we had to do. But I hope you guys have the Atlanta Bird game site.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me look. Let me look at something right quick.
Because I can always go back to YouTube and I'll find it.
Yeah.
Because I was on it. I was about to go on it. Then I saw yours and I was like, well, let me get on to John's.
Right. Well, see, I didn't see I didn't see.
Oh no, they know
it was coming on. But ladies and gentlemen, like we said, we gonna shut this down and we gonna go over there and raid the Atlanta Bird gang right quick. And hey James, we going over to the Atlanta Bird gang and raid them. Because we don't like to bump. I really don't like to bump heads with anybody. I want to make sure everybody gets a good audience and can, get the likes up on everybody.
Yep.
All right.
Peace. Well, I'll see you there.